I need one more prediction from you before we go.
Oh, no. What you
Are
got?
we going to get Victor Wembanyama's draft rights heading to Detroit, to Houston, or to San Antonio, or other?
Or maybe like the Dallas Mavericks?
Frozen envelope?
Yeah. I'm sure when Jason Kidd would love that. I'd like to see him go to Detroit. Now, look, I went to school, Michigan State, so I feel a little biased toward the Detroit Pistons. I remember what it was like when they got Grant Hill and the excitement there. I just like Detroit to actually have somebody that matters and just have some potential and excitement there again. What about you?
Have you been to their new arena, Little Caesars?
Oh yeah, I love it. I mean,
it's
dude,
great.
But I mean, you may disagree with me on this, Dave. Best media spread in the league, hands down.
Very good media spread. That's an added bonus. But I mean, the location, being in the middle of stuff, downtown Detroit, I love it.
Yeah, and hopefully, downtown Detroit will continue to blossom. Right. I just don't, if Victor Wembanyama goes there, I don't know if there's, it could lose some of its sizzle. You know what I mean? So
something about me thinks San Antonio. I just think there's something.
Yeah,
they are the most forward facing, internationally conscious organization. They have been for years. Boris Diaw is someone who can bridge the gap there. Greg Popovich has not retired yet, I would think, because he wants a chance to get his hands on Victor, at least for the beginning of his career, to try to instill some habits that can take him through the rest. And you have Tim Duncan, who's still around the organization.
Yeah,
what a mentor to a big man.
That was Nick Batum's favorite from the get-go. And Nick Batum was saying, which is watch out for San Antonio. Watch out for San Antonio.
So hopefully Tom James can continue to be so great with his access for us media. He works in the PR department. We love you, Tom.
I love
my
TJ.
Guy, my guy Jordan Howardstein there too. Hey, I just know this. There's been many years where the draft lottery, you tune in because it's on before a game. And we work in the NBA, and we have the curiosity factor. But in a year where you're talking about, I don't want to, I'm just throwing out names, Derrick Rose or Michael Beasley, nice players, but maybe not necessarily going to change everything. That's not the best example. Obviously, Derrick Rose was so good for Chicago.
Yeah.
But this is not that.
You mean Kwame Brown?
Yeah, there we go. I needed some help on that one. Yeah, Kwame Brown. This is not that.
The one lottery, the one time the Wizards win it, they get Kwame Brown. Okay.
This, you get to witness Mark Tatum announce an earthquake in the NBA. The entire ground will shift for the league the moment that we found out what team has the number one pick. I think it's pretty cool.
So who's your pick? You saying San Antonio?
San Antonio.
All right, I guess I'll go chalk and stick with Detroit.
Greg Popovich, he's honored the basketball gods. This is they got to pay him off here.
Wait a minute, the guy has freaking how many champions? 4? He's got 4 championships.
He's got 5.
5. That's it. 5. Yeah. I mean, I think the basketball gods have been good enough to coach Pop. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, okay, we're gonna do this again this series. I don't know, sometime later this week. What do you think?
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Well, for Ohm, I'm Dave. Treat the game well and treat you well. We'll be back with another edition of That's OD from either Denver or Los Angeles during the Western Conference Finals. 4 wins away, one of these teams from the NBA Finals, and let's keep it rolling.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.